On there, chat. Welcome to Greenlight Gathering for the 21st of January 2017. The Valve Strikes Back. And here's what we had going on here. Here's kind of the I know there's a little bit of a discussion in the chat here over the last about 5 or 10 minutes about how the Valve Strikes Back may not have actually been appropriate, or and instead it should have been the Valve Awakens. No, the Valve is striking back because the Valve gave us a new hope when they put Greenlight together. I wasn't around to cover it then, so guess what? Now that they're realizing that they've been abused, they are striking back and doing a fair job of it, believe it or not. The number of developers at this point that I was aware of when I wrote the copy a few days ago stood at 3. Apparently, there is a fourth one that someone wants to try and make me aware of.
I can link it to you if you want.
Oh, Brian King. I don't know who Brian King is.
He made, man, what's the name of the game? It was some sort of ball game.
Was that the Bolo? Is that the Bolo guy?
No, that was Vasily Bulligan.
Oh, okay.
Or BTR.IM.
Right. I remember BTR.IM. I remember the
Brian King made Balance.
Balance. Yeah, I haven't
Balance,
seen
that
that
was
one.
it.
I hadn't heard about that one, actually. At the time of writing, it was 3. Apparently, it is 4 now, so that's all there is to that.
First one was Vasily Bulligan on 7th of January with his game Bolo. Second was VRS Production on the 10th of January with LOKA League of Keepers Elysium. Third one was Matt and Cohen, developer of Art of Stealth, on the 17th of January. And the fourth and latest one, Brian King, was let go on the 18th of January with Balanced.
Right. All right, folks. I think you guys have had enough of this copyright image there, so there is my word. There is my word to the developers that have been hammered so far and those who are to come. In just a couple of words, we turn that on so everybody can see it. Give me a moment so they can still see it. Come on, do your thing. There we go.
He's back.
Bad dev, no donut. I got one of my little squirrely friends to give notice of exactly what I think of some of these people. So, but we're not
games,
here.
Commands are only open for moderators.
Yep. No, sorry about that. Min games. Almost all the commands are set up for mods only. So, I think there's a couple of them. We actually had a large batch of users start abusing the commands just for the purposes of... Okay, what we do here, Min Games, is that we go through all the stuff that's been posted to Greenlight, or well, we go through all of the stuff that has been suggested to us out of Greenlight since the last Greenlight gathering.
Should we just do like a round the table introduction just for the people that's new?
Absolutely. I have with me today the lovely Kitty.
Hello, everybody.
She is Minion in Chief Supreme. Sanji.
Well, hello, one and all.
He is today's lead moderator. His word... The mods are my minions. Their word is law. Be aware. I will back them up at least temporarily. And then if I think they're being silly after that, then I'll kick them in the butt privately. You have been warned.
which you've done to me a lot.
And then we have our chief intern, Mello.
Hi. In Croc's words, I'm the local UK weed dealer according to the podcast.
No.
The eternal intern.
Well, so,
The eternal weed dealing intern. Great. I'm glad to have so many titles.
yeah, and then we have the occasional bingo game. I haven't seen Silver in the last few days, so all right. I should have me. You should have me on Steam somewhere, Jiba. I'm not sure there's a reason why you do not.
Yeah, just a message to everyone. We're not going to be doing the bingo cards just for this week. We're just going to be trying something out, and we're trying to adapt with a few pieces of criticism that we've been sent in about the bingo cards.
No, he is moderator in chief today, not minion in chief. The Kete is still stuck with the minion in chief thing. She doesn't get to pass that off because she's the one that made the declaration.
Yeah, just obey Sanji as if he were me today.
Okay.
I get to act King George III.
All right. So apparently we've got a whole pile of submissions today. We might want to get on them.
Well, we could just sit here and do nothing. That would also be pretty entertaining.
Well, that would certainly be more entertaining than some of our submissions, but that's really not what we're here for. All right.
While I pull up the submission list, do you want to address the question in the chat?
The question in the chat.
The tat, okay. Whatever you want to call it.
You are actually misunderstanding something. Valve is actually the one striking back at devs that break rules now. And Valve is now no longer shy about booting devs in the ass.
Per Croc's request, he is the first one.
Alrighty then, let's have a look. Oh, right. Oh, hold on. I mucked that up just a hair. We're going to do this.
What great modeling.
Yeah, I know. Here we go. Intelligent Design, an evolutionary sandbox. This is their launch trailer. It is available for whatever you want to pay for it on itch.io.
Which shouldn't be much.
Well,
If it's available on itch.io for whatever you wanna pay, what the fuck it's doing on Greenlight?
it's not a question of that.
It's not really about that.
Well, their minimum requested is $5. So that's probably what they're going to put it on Greenlight or on Steam for, if they get the chance.
Thing is, I'm perfectly fine with itch.io titles being brought over to Steam, but like, it's not really much about. Valve don't really care too much about the quality of the games being over there. Actually, in influencing, well, in the Ask Me Anything with Gabe Newell, he actually influenced people that work on itch.io, Game Jolt, and Newgrounds to come over to Steam Greenlight because they're interested in basically any game they can get their hands on.
There is actually a game that was about nothing. It was the trailer was 30 seconds of black screen, and they had like 6 or 7 completely black screenshots. This trailer is 3 minutes 47. We are not actively doing bingo cards today, so that's a thing. All right. Now I am seeing a lot of empty, a lot of just stuff.
It's like just watching. It's like watching someone program a game, or you're doing the programming for them.
Yeah, I know.
It's
like if there's more to it, all I'm saying is just an environment being built.
Well, it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be evolution in progress. You're supposed to be manipulating evolution. Um, but I don't see it. This is just okay. This is the sort of thing I call boredom footage. It's designed to put you to sleep. So let's have a look at the description. In a universe driven by targets, the Faceless Corporation employs you to create an evolving ecosystem that you can never hope to control. Okay, you're actually missing a word. My little brain added the word for you. That's not good. Intelligent Design is a sandbox god game. Okay. With fully simulated genetics and evolution, you create species of plants, herbivores, and carnivores, but once created, you can only sit back and watch evolution happen. As your ecosystem develops, you will build research stations to study your creatures. Research allows you to unlock genetic engineering abilities, which can lead to some really weird and unexpected consequences. Somehow I doubt that. With great power comes great responsibility. There I am adding words again. However, when you start tampering with genetics, it's hard to undo your mistakes. Fully modeled genetics, which govern creature behavior, genetic crossover through breeding, genetic mutation caused by radiation, a climate model, invest in genetics research to unlock new abilities, all the data. Okay, but what? Online leaderboards, woohoo! It is done, and it can be downloaded and played now. I already got a copy, in fact.
Mm-hmm. If you go to the comments, he agrees. He admits that he used Google Translate. He's Russian.
Okay. I'm a computer science lecturer in the UK, and I've been working on this game in my spare time for about a year. Okay. He finished it at the end of 2016.
The guy's Twitter's linked in the description, and he's posted an image of the game's current stats. And it's currently 2% of the way to top 100, with 66% no votes and 34% yes votes.
Probably because it doesn't look all that great.
There's only 29 yes votes as well.
Well, I don't know.
And 1 follow.
Well, from the title, I thought it was going to be one of those. I thought it was going to be one of those weird things where they start advertising that you can't actually, that evolution wasn't actually a thing. It's apparently not that.
I like in the comments that he has to explain what's in his screenshots. Like, the 3rd screenshot shows some creatures. The 4th screenshot shows some desert.
Okay.
The lack of textures is deliberate, partly because I'm a programmer, but partly because I actually like the minimal color palette. Not for everyone, for sure.
Obviously not. Alright, so I'm actually, believe it or not, I don't actually hate it.
Me neither.
It's not really sold very well, but it
looks lackluster, really.
Well, it does, and of course, this guy's a computer scientist. He's not necessarily a game programmer. There's a little bit of a difference.
For a concept, not too bad, but execution's terrible.
Well, we don't know about the execution. I'll actually have a look. I'll actually have to have a look at it.
I'll look at the itch.io, yeah.
I'll look at the itch.io version. If it looks okay, then maybe. Pretty much, if you like a god game concept, then it's probably okay. Populous was very similar in some ways. Ask me again some other time, and I'll just stick a follow on it, see if it actually gets released to Steam.
I'll do the same.
I'll put ask me again later.
I'll do the same, mainly because I want to play the demo.
It's not the demo. It's not the demo. It's the full game. That's not the issue. And you just walked right over Kite. How about we let Kite talk?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think that the design from the samples that he gives, it leaves so much to to imagination that it cannot possibly be a good game, just from the graphics.
Well, okay.
I am already making up my mind. No thanks, not interested.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Ready
Now,
for the next one?
for those of you who have not noticed, January the 21st is Squirrel Appreciation Day. You will appreciate the squirrel. Okay. Moving on. That would be
Time Runner.
That would be Sanji here. Timen Runner. Looks okay.
R.I.P. headphones.
Jesus.
No, actually, they're not hearing any of the sound.
Oh, have you muted Greenlight audio music again?
Unfortunately, it's going to have to be. I actually lost out. I actually lost out on a. I had a quote unquote copyright holder decide that their copyright critter actually stood. I actually have to take a Greenlight gathering down. Okay, first
really?
off, yeah, I'm actually going to have to take it down and re-upload it without the music in question, or any of the rest of the audio for that matter. Or at least that for that particular segment. I'm probably just going to cut that segment completely out. Now, as far as Timen Runner goes, I'm actually not impressed. There's minimal animation. You're just kind of jumping around doing the normal things. You have to collect all the little wind-up keys, and that's it. It's effectively Sonic the Hedgehog. Only not as good with spikes that do insta kills. So I'm not. What?
The main problem is, like, there isn't anything too wrong with this sort of game idea, but the main issue is that you can probably get something like this for free easily.
Well,
But
even if you were able to get it for free, it really doesn't matter. I mean, looking at this trailer, it's a Unity game. And
it's a Unity game. It looks terrible for Unity, but the thing is, if it were free, I'd probably pick it up and use it as a quick time waster.
Well, even if you're talking about a buck or two, we're not worried. That's not the thing I'm worried about here.
I'm not talking about a buck or two. I'm just talking about if it was free.
I'm not. Well, again, that goes back to the sense of entitlement over other people's work. I mean, obviously, if they want to charge for it, I don't object to charging for it. But I don't actually. The game itself doesn't amuse me. It's not impressive in any way, shape, or form.
I actually am sort of objective if depending on the price of the game, because they don't really want to overprice it or underprice it. If they underprice it, then they're not really getting anything worth of what they're doing. They're not really getting much profit over what they've made. If they overprice it, then they actually still have a pretty good game, but they don't market it well, then no one's really going to pick it up.
Right. Anyway, in the meantime, this does not interest me. If only because the trailer really doesn't sell this very well. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to do here, but yeah. No thanks and not interested. Okay. And of course, Steam's going to be Steam. Woohoo. What are we doing?
I'm sending over the next link.
Good. Alright, Lone Survivor. Ooh.
Do you recognize that developer name?
I haven't looked at the developer name, but we see the Bandicam logo up top. Interactive Gaming Studios. Yes, we've seen this guy before. They've got the whole... He looks like he's got the whole Rust thing going on.
There's only one problem. I was sent this earlier. I'll give you a link to it as well.
Uh-huh.
He himself hasn't exactly gone the whole Rust vibe. He's just used something else that has used the Rust vibe.
A survival game template. Oh, goody. Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Oh.
The same interface, the same icons.
If you replace, it says right on the thing, if you replace the models, items, and textures on your own, you can get survival with zombies, mutants in town on island during the Middle Ages. Template contains demo scene and 30 3D models, including 6 models of weapons and tools, 2 animated creatures, blah blah blah. Yeah, they even told you how to use the asset pack in the description, you fool, and you didn't do that. You just kind of went in there and went, okay, let's compile it. Compile. Off to Greenlight.
By the way, are you putting over the asset on the stream?
I can do that if you want to. I figured you were going
Well,
to.
just so chat knows what we're on about.
Right.
Because there's a few people a bit confused in the chat of what we're even talking about.
There you go. Get it, chat. Oh, yeah. Well, obviously, they're obviously not using this the way it was intended.
No. Then again, I can't really expect anything more from interactive gaming studios.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, it was working almost exactly like Rust or that other one that Zaxter liked so much. Anyway.
It's nice to say I'm banned from commenting as well.
Oh, really? Have I been banned from commenting? Nope.
I am banned from commenting.
Probably because you guys have actually been in their chat this week. All right.
Well, fuck them.
All right. So, yeah, Bandicam logo, huge long trailer. Crap. Okay, moving on. Anyway, that's a no.
Definitely a no.
And the asset has negative reviews on top of everything else. Oh, God.
Really?
Oh, yeah, apparently so.
It seems to
Racing
be a pretty
and
good asset
music
pack.
definitely going to... This is in simplified Chinese. That's not English. It says for cold. Well, okay.
Okay, an English trailer with a Chinese
I want to
game.
know how this is actually... I want to know how this is actually... how this is a racing game. It's very artistic. I like that part.
It's very artistic, yeah. I was just going to say the art style looks pretty good. For a simplistic design, that is.
Got some very artsy going on here. I don't know if is there an English description? That's kind of what I'm
There
hoping
isn't even
for.
music playing. There's no music at all.
Well,
there is no English description.
There's no English description. There's no anything.
I can stick this in a translator if I want.
No, I can do that myself, really. But okay, if you want to, I won't stop you.
I mean, I'm 2 steps ahead of you. I'm already on the site.
Same here.
Well,
Text
then...
language.
A racing game with...
It's...
The description says, "Co, I wrote you a letter. I hope this game can help me served. Cloth."
So it's basically just a letter.
Yep.
And I'm assuming that the announcement's just the same thing.
You can handle the announcement.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's
yeah,
the same characters.
Thing,
it's the same.
Except that there's except that it's actually the cloth is actually done as a proper signature.
Yeah. Anyway, so it looks cute. It deserves to exist. Ask me again later when it's not marked as a racing and music game. Okay, moving on.
I'm just gonna vote no on it. They had one chance to put up an actual good trailer, but they're not selling it well.
No, they're not. They're selling it like crap. But it could be that the art style is really what it looks like. It's supposed to be some sort of arty thing that isn't going.
Tell you what, Croc. Here's the deal. If this thing comes onto the store and is very successful, I'll buy you like 20 games or something.
Yeah.
That's how unlikely I find this.
X-Plan VR.
I'm a witness.
Okay. Let's play as a trailer.
Not bad graphics.
Well, considering it's a VR game, it's actually not horrid. No, a boss
That is
creature.
loud.
Wouldn't know. Shoot its head.
Oh, nice slaughtering ground zombie.
Oh, I wouldn't. That doesn't surprise me in any way, shape, or form.
Why are there still VR games coming on Greenlight when Valve said you can just email them your VR game and then you automatically get on the store?
Actually, I think that's only because they want one particular compatibility on Valve.
Yeah, they want the
HTC
Vive.
Valve. Yeah.
Yeah, this is for the Vive.
Okay, big boobs.
If
Okay.
you like this, just vote up.
I don't feel like voting it down. Okay, moving on.
I've already voted it down anyway.
I voted it down.
It's a VR game. I mean, it's not like I can play it now anyway. Okay, let's have the next one.
Okay. There we go.
All right, You Gave Me Legacy Collection. Oh dear.
Angels of Asia version 2.0 exclusive to Steam, released in 2005 with a following of over 48,000 players.
Angels
It's
of
RPG
Rosario.
Maker.
It's RPG Maker.
A game with 45,000 players is in RPG Maker.
I
Why
wouldn't
do
be
I find that
surprised.
so
It may not
unlikely?
actually be a. It may not be a massively multiplayer. All four continents full of adventure, and I'm gonna.
The
Okay.
sprites look mostly unique. Like, it looks like they have been created.
Well, they almost would have had to, given that we didn't have RPG. It looks like RPG Maker XP, which would have been the best it could have gotten at that time. Is there
If they are re-releasing it on Steam right now, then it could be entirely possible that they redeveloped it in RPG Maker MV.
Well, the thing is, this is the new Steam trailer, and they're still showing it in XP.
Well, it could just as easily have been an XP. Somebody added multiplayer code.
Apparently, it's on
Oh,
phones
well,
and
that's
web
completely
browsers as
different.
well. What is? Oh,
Trailer 3.
trailer 3.
Trailer 3. There's the single player,
Oh wait, it's 3 games put into one.
or 4 games actually. It looks like.
It has
Yeah, the third one looks like World of Warcraft.
games. This is a continuation.
That's a browser
Can I just-
version.
Can I just praise this dev of actually bundling all of his games into one, because there's so many devs that just churn out nearly the same game separately through Steam just to make it
Well,
increase
all of
book.
these actually seem to be different. They're all
And
of
I'm
these are
really
different.
impressed.
They're all
I'm really impressed so
the
far.
3 I've seen are all different, and this is just trailer 4 is just a title thing. But the 3
Okay,
games
so
I'm seeing
basically
are all
this one.
different. They're all very
I'm pretty-
different.
I'm pretty impressed, I'm not going to lie.
You and me both. That's actually if you were gonna do something like that.
The third game has a slightly dated look, but apart from that, not too much to complain
well,
about.
actually, the last one is an online server. You can do. It's actually a server version of the online version.
Oh, I'm voting it up on favourite net.
Yeah.
I'm definitely doing the same. I'll give it a follow too.
Oh, apparently all these games have already been released on Steam. This is just a re-release.
This is a re-release. It's a packaged re-release. They will work with select partners to publish legacy Greenlight games as DLCs within the same network, and they get a 30% split.
I'm slightly worried now looking at the user reviews for the ones that they've already released. That 2D RPG Maker game's currently sitting at 47%.
Well, I'm not all that worried about that. This seems like a fairly good idea. Um, uh-huh.
The
Yeah.
developers respond to some criticism pretty well, mostly like a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem I have is he responds to some of it saying, "Well, I like it that way." That's the only real problem.
Um,
I might have to do a
actually,
W2 on it.
There is one comment here. Your games are already on Steam. If you want to continue working on them, do so individually like they already are. Don't force people to buy this new version for update, especially if you are not. Remaking the games in a new engine, uh, HD overhaul, adding new content, expanding existing content, rebalancing existing content. Stop abusing Greenlight to do your advertising for you. Put the time and energy into advertising for your own titles that already are on the market. If you want to create a bundle, go and do that. If you want to make a collection, try adding any incentive at all for that to the customer.
yeah, I saw it. I also saw that our buddy Super Dope down here, UVV76, now he's called. He's not feeling it. I'm thinking it could actually be worth something. I'm not going to put a favorite on it. I'm not going to put a favorite on it, but I'll vote it up for now. It doesn't look like they've actually just fracked off and called it an afternoon. They've
It
got
looks like work's been done.
Yes, it does. It looks like they've got a plan in mind. They just haven't quite got to where they just haven't got the whole
To
thing.
where they want to put that idea out.
It could be that You Game Me is actually just an attempt at consolidation with some sort of connectable interface. But it looks like they've actually done some rebuilds.
Yeah, but it should be it should come as an update and not coming as an entire new animal.
Or it
Yeah.
depends on what he's really offering.
Well, aside from modding ability, well, that could be there. Hey, Ratchet, welcome aboard. We were kind of hoping you were still alive, bud. All right, moving on. So that one's going to be
Okay.
kind of mildly contentious. We're good with
I might
that.
take a further look in the description once we're done,
Yeah.
since we're on a sort of time restrained.
War of Castle VR. VR
I think you
MOBA
can guess
games.
what my vote is already.
Oh, what is this?
By VR MOBA games.
Okay, first off, this is already disturbing.
How so?
It's
It's VR.
not a matter of just VR. It's a matter of what the hell do they think they're up to.
Yeah, I like watching a showcase of enemies shooting at nothing.
What's with the animations, guys? You got it. Your big thing here is going to be making the animations really super smooth. And okay, you know what? Your animations are choppy. You're screwing with the camera in any one of 100 ways. We see red versus blue beating on each other, and this arena for a MOBA is incredibly tiny.
And we have
Also, why does
atrocious frame rate.
Huh?
And we also have atrocious frame rate.
Well, I don't think that's the trailer frame rate. I think that's or the frame rate at which it's operating. I think that's actually just really horrid animation. Okay, and then you can't even bother changing the default font for damage numbers. Answer: no. I'm not. I wouldn't buy that even if I had a VR headset. You probably couldn't give me this game for free. Or if you did, you'd probably regret it. Moving on. I'm with Cuddles here. No more VR, please.
Okay.
This is making me sick just watching it. I can imagine what this would be like with a VR headset. Just no. Alright.
Oh, a highlight.
Pain Train 2! Oh, gods. Really?
Well, at least they listened and didn't bump it up to 3 times the intended frame rate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well.
at least they didn't try and conceal the terrible frame rate in the trailer this time.
Yeah, I know, right? What is...
But instead, we've got some General Grievuses coming over.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'm feeling pain just of thinking about this game.
I actually
Oh,
have
look,
a copy
he
of the
reuses the same
original.
zombie models.
Well, the original Pain Train just released on Steam, and I actually have a copy of it. I was gonna put it on Squirrel Play Live this week.
Ow!
Now I might not. Well, I might do. Yeah, I'm probably still gonna go for Squirrel Play Live.
What's with all the stuff cluttering the screen? It's like he's a robot looking through a helmet. The interface is really distracting.
It is really distracting. I'm having a hard time with all of it. It's just, you got your text here. You got all this other crap going. That's your official trailer. It's way too busy, dude.
Shit all over the screen.
It's way too busy. We can't see anything.
Yeah, way too busy.
And here's the thing. What you're seeing here in the trailer, that's actually template over the top. Here's an actual screenshot. I don't know where you got this gun, but you need to give it back.
Someone posted a comment. Is Digital Homicide back? Are you trying to take the title for producing the most half-assed shovelware on Greenlight? It's not the title you want.
I honestly think that title should go to BMC. But it still gets a no out of me.
Yeah, this is not getting a yes. There's no way. 12 new...
You know what I like?
You know what I would have done with this? I would have put out this entire game, or put this together, and then just turned it into a second chapter of the original game. Just re-upload it with the rest of it.
My favorite part of this whole thing is that some of the gun models that he's used come with an arm tattoo, and then some of the gun models he has doesn't, so it looks like he's just changing tattoos along with the gun.
Yeah, you noticed that.
I picked up on it. Three games all released within the span of a month.
Yeah, guys.
Oh yeah, he released another game on Greenlight called Phantom Soldier.
Let's maybe later. No thanks, not interested. Moving on.
I still need to vote on it actually. Want to take bets on what my vote's going to be?
No, I don't take sucker bets.
No.
You already know that. I keep telling you this.
Correct.
You. All right. Bunny Paradise. Oh dear. Okay. Sure. Right.
Hey, at least it's free to play. That's one thing.
You're gonna go walk around flying above a paddock full of bunnies.
Is this real? It's literally just a bunch of bunnies in a field, and that's a game.
You have until 7 p.m. to do what? Be the unicorn.
You have until 7 p.m. What's he gonna do? Stick the horn up the bad rabbit's asses?
No, he's just gonna run over him.
Unicorn.
Oh, the unicorn has eye lasers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just to make the thing more believable.
Gee.
Oh,
You just look at this image. You have a unicorn running around in the field shooting rainbow lasers at bunnies. And this is called Bunny Paradise.
It's not very. It doesn't sound very paradise. It doesn't sound much like paradise for the bunnies.
What are you
Splurt.
talking about? I'd totally spend my holiday with a laser shooting unicorn.
um, hey guys. Yeah, can we get out of Tech Devil Land? Uh, if you're wondering, this game will be free, of course. Uh, you're a unicorn,
No,
free to
still
run and
no.
live your life in paradise. Of course, you can also trample. How?
How many tramples does it take for a unicorn to get laser eyes? 5. How many bunnies can be fried within 8 seconds? Many. Why would you do this? Just wait until 7 p.m. and see what happens if you don't.
I'm actually surprised not by the game but by a comment. Hellcow is actually in the comments making some genuine criticism. At least he's listening to my advice for a change.
Add more features and more options, and also add an email address so people can contact you through there. I don't know what GUE stands for today, but
Mate, I'm not even sure, and I'm usually up to date on most of that.
Chiba had the following to say: "This is what happens when one of PewDiePie's videos gets sentience, takes all the drugs in the world in one go, and then went to stroll in Unity for 6.5 minutes." I'm sorry, Chiba. I must insist. You are absolutely correct. Moving on.
No vote.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's have a look at the next one. Monktastic. Oh gods.
Oh no. Crap.
Really? The game you want to play? No, I don't.
Monktastic.
I want to ask him one question. If he's saying the game that you want to play, would I vote no on a game that I'd want to play?
If you like that early 80s sort of, what is that?
Arcade.
It's not a casual game because I could see where this could turn out to be kind of silly, where this could turn out to be difficult if you weren't thinking it through. Kind of
God,
Pac-Man levels.
I've just realized this is the same guy that made Cheesy Chasers.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, that was posted earlier today as well.
Oh,
Oh, so it might be on the list.
right.
Which is just Space Invaders.
Comment. Judging by your other submission, he submitted something on the same day. It seems like you're trying to remake old Atari Commodore 64 era games, but with no idea whatsoever as to what made them fun.
Yep. Oh, I love me a good arcade game like this, but this is, yeah, it's slow and silly, and I don't like it.
I like how Valkyria Software is in the comments criticizing the description, and the developer responds saying thank you for your inquiry, and he still hasn't improved the description. And he also spelled nostalgic wrong in the description.
Right. Next, please. Obviously, this one isn't getting anywhere. I don't know about the Sapphire game recently. We got lots and lots and lots of stuff to do. Tippy Towns, Build and Balance. Really?
Simulation free-to-play puzzle game.
I don't see how simulation can fit into that.
Well,
general
actually,
video.
It's a physics simulation, is what it is. You're trying to build the town, and if you do the physics incorrectly, you're going to be boned. It's like playing sideways. It's like playing Jenga, only in reverse.
Here's the thing: I might not actually mind playing this.
Oh, I can
especially
see where
since it's free to play.
It would. I'm not okay. First off, I'm not taking price into account at all here in any way, shape, or form. Okay, unless it should be obvious. Unless it's obvious that it shouldn't be, that nobody in their right mind would sell free on PC and Android. What?
I usually take
Hold
price
on
into
for it.
account because value is something that I aim to get out of a game. Like if I'm paying for $60 and I'm expecting something of $60 quality.
Yeah, well, that's different. And at this point,
Is
free to
it?
play is not a free to play game is not getting extra points just cause. I haven't seen Sapphire yours yet. We'll see. We'll see if it's on there somewhere. Okay. Um, I can see where somebody might want to do this, but I can.
I'm probably going to vote this up. I mean, it deserves to exist, I think.
Yeah, I'm forced to agree. I'm just not impressed. How's that sound?
I mean, it's taking a casual physics puzzle game and adding in some more elements to it. Like you need to place down trees and stone in order to get extra materials, and then you use those extra materials in order to put bigger structures on, and then you get more points for putting more structure in, that sort of thing.
Right. Okay, moving on.
Like more thought's gone into it.
I'll upvote it. Dragging and screaming after all.
Yeah, okay, moving on. Kira! Interesting. Sanji, headset.
Okay.
I paused it.
Is this VR?
I don't know.
It's floating about as if it's VR.
It might be VR, it might not be VR, I can't tell, but it does look really pretty.
Yeah, it's Vive. Mentions in the description.
Is he talking or is it just music?
No, it's just music. It looks pretty, but there's not really much else to say.
There's nothing.
Like, he
They're
hasn't-
not telling us
he hasn't-
anything else.
He hasn't shown anything with what's going to be happening in the gameplay. Is it just you're walking about? Is there a goal? What is there to do?
Originally designed as a waypoint navigation experiment, so the only action is moving from place to place in the environment. It's a walking simulator.
No, then.
But it's one that we really like, so we wanted to share. Okay, fine. Get some headphones, put on the Vive and explore. Well, go have a look. Yeah, well, you have to have at least a 960 to even make it work. All right.
Ferris Bueller in the comments sums it up pretty well. The environment looks cool, but I come to Steam for games, not walking simulators.
I don't know. It's pretty. I like the thought they have in mind.
I don't really like the thought too much. I just like the artistic cohesion and design for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
But-
the thought of it being a walking simulator.
Well, they in fact stated straight out that it was a tech demo for waypoint navigation. So
At least they're honest.
Bounty
about it.
killer.
Bounty Killer, the Wild West, guys. The Wild West wasn't even the Wild West. All right.
What a great horse animation.
I've seen worse. VR perform. Okay. Again with this.
Let's play as a demo.
As a trailer, yeah.
Oh wait, you can play without VR as well.
Well, that's at least good. Oh, well, that's actually looks better. Are you still stuck in place?
Ooh, there's dueling in it. You can ride on horseback and shoot as well. Question, how is this massively multiplayer in an RPG and strategy and adventure?
I don't know.
Or even casual?
I think this is a case of the dev throwing some labels out and seeing what sticks.
Or trying to get it to as large an audience as possible. I can
Yeah,
imagine
maybe.
I
why
like
you'd
the
want to do
artwork
that.
done for the game though.
Yeah, at least it has the benefit of not being of having yeah, it's all the assets look original. Wow.
Can I just say that the people playing the game in the trailer look way too into it?
Okay. Description. Plots. We have no
Not
idea
in
what that means.
English. Not in English.
That is not English.
I can translate parts of it if you want.
I'd rather not. I'm going to put a no on this simply because the Wild West wasn't even the Wild West. Let's have the next one.
Give me just a second.
And Cuddles is right. It does look a lot like Gun.
There isn't really anything wrong with that. Gun was pretty good.
Yes, gun is good.
Kete. Face a little closer to your cell phone, please.
Sorry?
You were breaking up and we didn't hear anything you said, which is why we walked over you.
Okay.
I'm probably going to vote this up. I mean, it looks okay. Like, if it was done.
Now, what were you saying, Kete? Kitty.
Apparently nothing.
Okay, next please.
Okay.
Alright, Bones Destroyer. Oh dear.
Action, adventure, casual, simulation, shooter, arcade, horror game.
It's a twin stick shooter.
I have no clue because the
Is it-
trailer isn't working for me.
Is it better?
Neither is this.
Yes, it's better now. This is
Okay.
a twin stick shooter of I don't even want to know.
Oh wait, it's Nova Dimension. I'm downvoting it.
I'm not even sure what they're trying for here. It's very minimalistic, which is not always a bad thing. And in fact, it's frequently not a bad thing. But it looks like they've... No. Looks like what they've done is they've gone with minimalistic in an attempt to keep people from bitching about the graphics.
Although that doesn't usually work.
Well, no, it's...
Well, but then he gets the opposite. Then he gets nothing. Where is the horror?
Where is anything? I mean, all you've really
There's
got here
literally
is
nothing.
a Wizard of War style, like, shootery thing. Arcade wave type top down action shooter game. In this game, you will need to shoot red skeletons and get money. Then you could buy new weapons. A skeleton boss at the end. Well, okay, is there an end? I didn't see any evidence of that. No thanks. I'm actually not interested. It's...
I don't see a game here. All I see is a sketch pad with an attempt of a game. It's not finished.
Hey, Silver. Long time no visits. Jiba says, Newgrounds, fodder. We will do bingo next week, I think. All right, moving
It all
on.
depends on what we decide.
Why people put an unfinished game on Greenlight is beyond me.
Speed Chaser from something called 3D Factory.
Well, it doesn't even call that. It's from some guy called Soma.
Completely
So it's
original.
got a user developing it called Soma. The thumbnail says 3D Factory. The title says Speed Chaser. What a great mishmash.
And that's
For
the
the-
Audi symbol on the freaking steering wheel. Do they have
Why is the
copyright?
frame
Do
rate
they
so
have?
bad?
Do they have the license for that?
The
Probably
what?
not.
Because last I heard, using like actual cars with symbols in games like this was horrifyingly expensive.
That is why I'm downvoting it.
Description VR racing game.
Hey, I'm looking at trailer. I'm actually looking
Yeah,
at the trailer
I'm
right
talking
now.
over the trailer as I'm
Yeah,
going to cover the
but
description
you're
as the trailer
but
runs.
you're walking on me too. So chill for a second. We'll get to the description.
Okay.
Because you got to look at this. Unless I miss my guess, their frame rate is something right near to 30. And it might not even be as high as all that. I'm looking at
It's
it
definitely
jumping.
lower.
I'm looking at it jumping, 10 or 15 milliseconds every time it updates. And that's, on top of that, we've got the Audi symbol on the car that they were driving. There's the one for Old Man Lamborghini.
That's Ferrari.
A Ferrari.
Third screenshot. That's Ferrari.
Oh, it's Ferrari. I'm sorry. You're right. Old Man Ferrari. Just VR racing game. Use HTC Vive. 2 driving courses from Daegu, Korea, and motion simulator. Okay, this is going to be a no in so many directions that I don't even know where to start. No, you violated copyrights. You violated at least 2 international copyrights. Your frame rate is garbage.
This would be something I would expect from China, not Korea. Unless
Here's
it's
something
North
else.
Korea.
Here's something else that's pretty good. He's got 2 games on Greenlight, both of which are released within the span of 2 days, and both of them have the same thumbnail.
Not surprised. Oh yeah, Ferrari's absolutely freaking nasty about that.
Oh, and here is a clear view of Ferrari on the second.
That third
on the
screenshot
second-
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we noticed. Yeah, international trademarks, dude, expect to get sued. Your lawsuit is coming. Go for it. Okay. All right, what do we got? All right, here's the next one.
Avalon
Avon
Legends
Legends
Solitaire.
Solitaire. Avalon Legends I'm sorry, Avalon. Oh, it's a big fish game. So it's been on sale for quite some time, most likely.
Brick showed me this a couple of days ago.
The magical realm of Avalon needs your help, and you have to play pyramids. All I can say is WTF.
Basically, imagine a card game combined with an RPG game. That's basically what this is.
Guys,
By RPG, I mean turn-based RPG.
like you haven't already, and it's on the App Store. Okay. We'll report solitaire games. If I want to play solitaire, I've got to take cards, honestly.
I might actually not mind playing this. I mean, it has a pretty cool couple of meshes of gameplay. Might be interesting to check out. It's on Big Fish, so it can't be too bad.
Well, I've seen some real crap on Big Fish, but that's me. Okay. Moving on. All I'm going to say is that they did actually put some effort into this. And there's a wiki.
There's a whole wiki for it.
Yes, the whole wiki. Okay, one RPG
Numina.
Maker game. But
Joy.
at least he was honest about itself. Okay. Music's into backgrounds. Sure. Herp. Okay. So we've got some stuff that isn't quite the norm.
This is slightly
is-
different.
This looks like MV.
Probably
Yeah.
is.
You can't do what this game's doing with most of the RPG Maker engines.
Yeah, the particle effects are quite nice. The tree. Oh, there's that Mode 7 thing that somebody had to hack into VXAs. I also saw one of him throw a grappling hook up at a shelf up at a ledge above him. Okay. Not a
might
lot
not
of this
be
is not
too
all,
bad.
this is not all stock either. This is gonna depend on its story and
And
oh
a
well
demo's demo's going to be released on the 3rd. Or
The
the
3rd.
30th.
The 3rd. Okay, let's see. Okay, they did. It looks like they did. They actually. This is not the stock UI bits here. That text window's been engineered a lot. They've used a mix of older stock stuff for like walls and shit, but this appears nowhere in any of the stock, nor that. This floor tile does and that wall tile, but some of this other stuff's been redone.
Yeah, it actually looks like somebody hired a competent artist in order to do it.
Yep.
I'll give it a vote.
There's this thing with the grappling hook I was talking about a little while ago, and these are definitely not the stock character assets, or that isn't. These here look like somebody at least put them through a character creator, which I'm gonna be okay with. This combat layout is actually the probably uses Yanfly, which was available immediately as a plugin for MV, because I know I have a copy. The little tombstoney thing, and this tree had to have been completely redone because there's nothing this size in the stock assets. It looks like what they did was they took some of the stock assets for flooring and little bits of this, little bits here and there, and then they went through and did got an artist to do some of the rest of it. Yeah, no, I'm good with this. Hopefully, it's got half the story it claims to. Let's see.
I liked it.
Sean gets in contact with. Oh, we are Guardian Spirit. Okay.
Yeah.
The what?
We are Guardian Spirit. We're not actually the. We're not actually the kid.
What are you talking about here?
Looking at the description. Main focus lies on the bond between you and this kid Sean, and how well you two get along as you travel the world.
I actually like that concept.
It's a very interesting little concept.
Yeah, I liked it. I
Like
have
that
already...
I like how that can be used to tie into the promise of it being a fourth wall breaking RPG.
Right. I'm game. Sure, why not? You were a Guardian.
Favorite and follow it.
Yeah, I'm going to put a favorite on that too. That sounds like fun.
Oh, I'll stick it in good light.
That's actually a very different take on it. I like it a lot. Oh, Limbo of the Lost. I haven't actually seen that one. Yeah, they've done a lot of work in the scripting.
Which isn't hard considering MV uses Java.
You can use JavaScript or Ruby, it doesn't matter which.
Yeah, that's true. But it's a lot easier to use Java and MV.
Well, this one here intentionally fourth wall breaks. I'm good.
Thanks to whoever sent me Break into Zapware, Absconding Zapware, and Friends of Imprisonment, whoever it was.
I've just got a pair of new comments. Oh, somebody apparently had a thought about my... Oh, yeah. He didn't like the text-to-speech and thing. That's okay. No worries. All right.
The what?
Oh, somebody made a couple of comments on one of my videos. No big deal.
All right.
I will have to see what we can do about that Cuddles? Limbo of the Lost. Remind me about that one later, Mr. Mello. Or Secretary Kenneth can remind me about that.
Okay.
He doesn't trust me remembering anything.
Well, I didn't say that. I just said I'm just making sure that people remember that I have a look.
I'm very offended. Barbara implied that I was drinking and playing Pokemon Go.
Okay. The hopping.
Croc's
Oh,
apparently so
God.
high above authority that he has to have people to remind him to do stuff. He pays us to be his own memory.
Right. The hopping dead.
This
What?
was offensive.
The hopping dead.
I'm.
Oh, there's voice acting.
I think I'm going to pass. It looks very VR.
Yes, this does look VR.
HTC Vive VR game, yeah.
Thank you very much.
I cannot press the no button fast enough.
It certainly. It's. Yeah. I'm not buy. I wouldn't buy this in a million years. At the same time, it's at least more artistically stable than previous games we've seen. This would be kind of an almost step in the right direction.
The description. IDE Production introduces you the Hopping Dead, an action and horror HTC Vive VR game with Eastern style, bringing you into the Eastern haunted world. Thank you. No.
Moving on.
Okay.
Next up, the pelvic thrusting dead. Oh, crap. Jeeba! Oh, wow. Amazing box puzzle. This better be seriously amazing. No. SG Studios, huh? SG Studio, huh? Yeah. Okay.
SG Studio, I've heard them before.
Yeah, so have I. So say we all. And again,
but they don't have any games up.
The Minecraftish view. Thank you.
This isn't even Minecraft-ish. It's
MS Paint.
MS Paint 2.
Go to different worlds with different graphics. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And it appears that the developer's been getting into a mini argument with Ed Riofa in the comments. Who's a regular Godlike viewer.
Yes, he is. And I see how the game is supposed to be played, but I can't actually claim that I'm amused by this.
I see pixels.
That's pretty much what goes on initially. Later on, it gets a little more detailed, but it's...
Earn your bits!
Yeah. No, I think I'll take a pass on that.
Not very much to be said about in the first place,
really,
anyway.
No, there's not. 92, there's we go. Okay. Blazing Beaks! Oh, God. No, we saw this last week. Or we saw this on Tuesday, I think.
I didn't.
Oh, it's because you weren't here. No, we didn't, actually.
It can't have. It was on the night. It was uploaded on the 19th.
Yeah, well, okay.
2 days after it was done.
Right, so...
Nuclear Throne.
I agree. It's...
I see spores that are ridiculous.
Oh... I'm thinking Nuclear Throne, Enter the Gungeon, things of this nature. I don't necessarily see a problem here. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't think there's enough here to really think. Oh. Caps lucky thing. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go with no here, not because I don't think it deserves to exist, because it's something that just I'm. It's not being sold very well, and that's not a good thing. I mean, yes, I like gameplay, but tell us something. But tell us more. What are you seeing? What are you doing? Why is this a thing? Obviously, you went to some effort to put together your description. I don't even know why Beak's World is a thing. Life of the life of peaceful beaks is unexpectedly disturbed by monsters, beasts, and other creatures. Right. Okay. Have I got a new one?
Okay.
Yes, I do. Good. Enemy attack in sky. Well, okay. Really?
You can't get more of a basic shooter than this.
You don't.
Unless your name's Starship Nova Strike.
Why all
Oh.
pictures look the same?
Because they're effectively the same. There's really nothing else here.
It's from those two guys from the white screen with nothing. It's from those same guys.
Yeah, it's from Nova Dimension. That's an automatic downvote for me.
Who's James?
I have
James.
no idea.
James, previously known as Cat and Death, KD, Jake, Corey, Victor, Biker, Richard, Rasmus, Tony. He's gone by every single generic first name that you can get.
Moving on. I'm not even sure it's nuclear throne, but birds. I don't even. It's.
At least this time the background is colored, not white.
Shooting hoops basketball game.
More VR, please. No, 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 no,
No, it
no.
looks more like an app. Yeah, it's an app.
Oh god.
But they want money for it. They genuinely want money for this. It's also a great asset flip. I mean, you have to love that realistic basketball and realistic arena shooters in a cartoon village.
Yeah, that's right out of. Oh, we've seen the backdrop 100 times, or 200 actually, quite maybe.
Baby's first PC game.
Well, it is literally his first PC game. He's done a bunch of other stuff in iOS and Android, but there's nothing here. Virtual basketball court in a city. Okay.
This is actually painful to watch.
I'm not gonna watch
I'm just
it.
seeing a guy miss baskets tons of times, and then
Okay.
the video cuts off abruptly.
Uh,
I like how there's an announcement saying my first PC game as well.
yeah,
I
moving
don't
on.
As if this is an actual PC game.
As a PC game, I said this is a mobile game.
It does. It looks like one. It really does.
It is because he's forgotten to He's forgotten to cut off the circle icon on his screen on his thumbnail.
Yeah. Let's move
So
on to the next game, please.
Right.
I'm horrified. Dead Cells. Okay, so we have a Roguevania. Ooh, it looks kind of like a Shinobi game, only
good.
well, no. There's been a whole bunch of Shinobi games. It just I'm talking about Shinobi the series. It doesn't actually look horrifyingly bad.
Review trailer.
All right. Okay.
Roguevania.
It says block. So French is apparently a thing for this game.
For some reason, it inspired 4 discussions and 265 comments. Let me
I'm
go
not
look at
surprised. Roguelike Castlevania-inspired action platformer allowing you to explore a sprawling, ever-changing castle, assuming you're able to fight your way past its keepers. To beat the game, you'll have to master
Game.
2D Souls-like
Sorry.
combat with the ever-present threat of permadeath looming. No checkpoints. Kill, die, learn, repeat.
We are huge fans of roguelikes in Castlevania, so it was only natural for us to give birth to their illegitimate son, the Roguevania.
Okay.
Whole lot of developers on the thing.
Well, there's a point. Well, apparently Shitaku's already seen it, or shitaku.co.uk has actually seen it, and they're
I
not
have no clue what that is.
right here. Julian Benson's been at this game.
Oh, you're talking about Kotaku.
Yeah, Shitaku.
You mean the fuckers that were citing the DH during the whole lawsuit thing and painted the users in a bad light?
No, that would be one of their local papers. Moving on. I'll go ahead and give this one a shot because, well, I happen to like Metroidvanias too sometimes.
I've already upvoted it.
And this doesn't
Same.
actually look. This actually doesn't look horrible. All right, let's have a look. Oh, nope. Click too quick. Constellation
Tactics. Jinx.
Legacy Format proudly presents. Right, Wargame Simulator. Really?
Pretty okay art style.
You know, it's a question of what they were trying to accomplish. And it would look like it looks like it would be things. That's if you were doing a tactical map of a large area or a big strategic map for multiple star systems. It would probably look kind of like that because there'd be no reason for it to look otherwise.
Apparently, whatever it is that you're doing, you have 5 minutes to do it. That's all I got out from the trailer. But there is a gameplay trailer.
I'm looking at their beta footage.
I have no clue what the hell's going on.
You're assigning forces from point A and sending them to point B so they can do whatever damage they're going to. Production is apparently automatic, and if you control an area or partially control an area, you can start sending critters out. And right now that's at 3 times speed. Want to play? Vote yes. Vote yes on Steam Greenlight. Okay. Your friendly neighborhood indie, Mike. A fresh take on proven formulas. This board game simulator condenses the frantic endgame action of classic 4X campaigns into rapid, bite-sized matches. Capture and defend territories in macro-scale encounters, claiming assets to strengthen your navy. Okay, fair enough. That's actually what it looks like. And it's a real-time strategy thing. It's supposed to be fast. It's supposed to be quick. So, right, I'm good. That is roughly what the trailer told me. So we're good. Moving on.
Okay.
Not that I haven't seen games of that nature, but it's
Princess Kidnapper 2 VR.
Oh no.
Good video editing though.
They are sticking VR in every orifice that they can find.
That's something they haven't found yet.
Yeah.
The environments look pretty okay. I can't say the same thing for the models.
Mm-hmm. Wipe out her army. In what way? Yep, we're standing in one place doing stuff. Well, okay. Yeah, you're not selling it here. You're
Sorry, I failed to see how VR would improve this game.
well.
So, sorry, this is, I have a very bad name for this kind of thing. False advertisement.
Right. I was thinking shit myself, but okay.
I wouldn't even really call this false advertisement because it isn't really making that many promises to begin with.
Yeah, we're just gonna move on now.
If you can play it without VR, so you don't need to sell it as VR.
Well, I don't
That
know.
isn't exactly false advertisement though. False advertisement's making promises that won't be in the final game. If you're saying that your game's going to be in VR to begin with and then release it VR, that isn't really false advertisement. If the question of implementing VR isn't really much of a debate towards false advertisement of a product.
Yeah. All right. Give me the next one.
Okay.
Wall. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
How
anything
imaginative.
about a Wilma.
Is this a Trump-based game?
No.
It'd probably be called Fence if it was anyway.
Yeah. So we're just shooting things at random? Is that what's going on?
There isn't even any sound, it's just happy-go-lucky music in the background.
Oh, there's a counter on the left.
That he's not looking at.
Level 4. Failure. You know what? That's probably the most accurate thing here. This is where it says failure.
Failure.
Because, well, failure is what we have here. I can see where you're trying to do this. Is again VR archery, and we have 1,000,008 games like this. It's just why? Why are you doing this to me?
I like how he's in the comments saying this game is meant to have simple graphics. It is about the gameplay. He isn't even offering that much complex gameplay.
No, it's bang, 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 bang. Again.
Yeah.
There's no need for VR. That's the thing.
To quote Adam Savage, failure is always an option.
And it would seem that he has done exactly that here. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Casually Rose, Awakening.
By Rose Covenant. I've heard that name before.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not. There haven't been any other games on Greenlight.
I got an error.
I don't know.
A 2-minute show, so I'm just going to skip away in parts. I'll praise the art style.
I would agree. What's the second one for? Greenlight Ember trailer?
Why did I get an error?
I don't know. Probably.
Try
connection.
refreshing the page.
Steam.
It's silly.
Yeah.
The main problem that I have with most of these visual novels is that they have a really tough time with marketing their game efficiently, because the thing is, the visual novels are pretty story based, so they can't exactly reveal too much away, otherwise they'll give it the majority of what their game's meant to be away. And I'm thinking that this one's falling into the same trap.
Well, they all do that to a point.
Yeah. I think Screenshot 3 will be Croc's selling point, though.
No, it won't.
You sure?
Yes. Enhanced dialogue system, another visual novel. Why?
I love what was going on in the chat right now.
I'm gonna have a look at what's going on in chat.
Lovingly animated boobage they're talking about.
Look, guys, boobs, you have to upvote it because reasons. 90% of visual novel marketing is boobs.
Yeah. I'm looking at the synopsis, and
I think the synopsis is really the only thing that can sell it.
Rose is taken in by a local indie game studio who know nothing about her who knows nothing. Okay.
Visual novels are really meant to sell on what story they're delivering, and I actually like the story that it's selling here in the description.
Yeah, so do I, actually.
Coming first quarter 2017.
So it should be sometime.
Sure, I'll vote it up. Has a good concept. I'd probably be willing to have a look at what it would be like.
Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking the same thing, honestly.
Some pieces of the character design will look a bit too simplistic. At least to me, because the character design looks pretty flat from the trailers.
We work on
at
games
least.
that have an element of female and female, but we don't base our games around it. Okay.
Well, no, I'm just talking about the actual sprites of the characters.
Well, I'm actually looking down further in the description in their FAQ thing.
Oh, I thought you were actually commenting on that. Never mind.
They're Aussies, which is not a strike against them. Okay.
Oh no, Silver is he's in the chat saying, "What if we mix VR with visual novels?"
VR porn novels. Oh yeah.
And then Math Circus there saying like 6 boobs on one girl.
Yeah, no, I think that might be a little excessive. I don't think we're dealing in cats.
That's a bit too much.
Yeah.
If you are not into VR, don't buy it.
Right. Well, this isn't even a VR game. This is just a straight up visual novel, and I don't take issue with those most of the time.
No, I'm talking if you're not into visual novels, I said VR.
Oh God.
Come on, Wrathzerker. Let's not quite get there. Boob-shaped controllers. I see how it is. All right, moving on.
There's boob-shaped mouse pads if you want them.
Well, I've got one. I'm not going to say anything at this point. Moving on.
I've sent you the link.
Good.
And can I just say the trailer is masterful? I think it deserves a new award for being the longest trailer that I've ever seen on Greenlight.
Oh no!
And of course being the worst quality production of a trailer.
Oh, what? And it's got his page. And it's got his page.
It's got a Patreon.
Si le place abrirse, vamos a abrir.
2 hours. Oh my God.
2 hours and 6 minutes. Obviously, we're not going to watch the whole trailer.
I would actually love to do a stream where we just go through one long trailer and then just watch through the whole thing and then just critique about it.
This would be your pick, Mello.
This would be probably the first pick.
It's a 2 hour. No. Oh, it's actually
2 hours.
it's already a live stream. This is a Twitch live stream for.
He live streamed it?
Look at it. Look in the lower left. That's Twitch chat.
Oh, for God's sake. That's the first time I've seen a guy use a live stream as a trailer.
Well, that's the first time I've seen it. That's just the first time I've seen somebody use one of those unedited. But this isn't even looking good then. He's working on a flat 2D MMORPG, and what he's doing here is he's actually built the thing, and now he's going to go wander around in it. The big empty thing. No, you're
A few
not.
months ago, didn't we encounter something similar where you were given a blank world and you had to put structures in it?
Yeah, there are a few
This
games
doesn't
like
remind
that.
me of that.
All right.
Except minus the
Creating-
developer meltdown on us.
Creating in a tavern.
Vast open living
God.
world with at least 100 square kilometers full of secrets. Many dungeons could not be found for months, apparently, in their beta test. Or something.
Apparently, this game's based on a novel.
Do
Do they even have the rights to the novel?
I hope they do, because if they don't, they're going to be boned.
By the Tierras Rabada's original novel Spanish version here.
Apparently, they at least big.
Spanish medieval fantasy novel, so probably no rights.
High reviews, though. Probably better than this game will ever get.
Yeah, well. How about we move on, because there's nothing here.
There's a 2-hour-long video.
There's
Pretty
nothing
sure
here.
there's something here.
There's nothing here. That's just him live streaming himself talking. Moving on.
Well, what? That's a bit hypocritical. What are we doing?
Yes, but we actually have content.
And we have kitties.
Yes. Come to the squirrel side. We have kitties.
Fucking
Okay.
firework, bang, bang, bang. Okay.
What?
VR.
Oh no.
Fucking hell. No.
No. Just no. Moving on. Next. Quickly. Next.
Firework, bang, bang, bang.
Oh,
I can't
hey,
use
they
control
put
C
it.
and control V as
They actually
quickly.
put up a way. They actually put up a way to tell us what. They actually put up signs to tell us what we can do. How to do things. Masked forces, mystic demons.
It's not a VR game. Wow.
And you
Oh,
have
thank
iron
God, it's an
sights.
asset flip.
Ugh.
Thank you. This is a breath of fresh air from the usual VR crap that I've seen.
Yeah, what is it with what? I want to know how that actually works. We're actually impressed to see an asset flip. Oh wow!
Thank you, God. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus.
You kill Skeleton Archer. Okay.
He couldn't even be bothered to rename the name of the assets. I know the pack that these are from, and he
Yeah.
hasn't changed the enemy names.
Or anything else for that matter. Right. So, welcome
There is a discussion. Your games are still trash, and so are you.
okay.
Oh, I remember this guy. Oh, it's the same guy that made Masked Shooters.
Really, masked forces.
Yeah,
Let's
and
go.
Masked Forces, yeah.
All right. Moving the on. I'm not going to vote this up, obviously, because I don't want to encourage asset flipping. But after, I don't even know how many VR entries we've had, this is actually kind of nice. Oh, look, a shooter that doesn't require a headset. Moving on.
Please, Lord, let it be a Unit C.
Leprechaun's Gold. This looks like it's going to be a platformer. Hero.
Okay.
Leprechaun. Mission. Find the lost pot of gold.
Mello sent me the wrong link.
Did I?
Yep.
In Leprechaun's dance your eggnog.
Oh,
Pot of
I cut off a
gold.
number.
Okay. 30 levels of shooty death and looking for your pot of
Can I
gold.
just say that I love the Microsoft PowerPoint transitions.
Yeah, I know, right? Right.
And the sprites that have no artistic cohesion.
We're sorry, your pot of gold is in another castle. Okay. Poor frame rate, poor. Completely stayed as far as the rest of it goes. Just ants, beetles, and
RIP
snails.
headphones. RIP headphones, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not.
Really? Why? Actually, wait, hang on. Oh, never mind.
All right.
Okay, we're in our last few entries.
Oh, good.
Thank God.
We might actually
This
get
is the last
done.
5.
5. Ooh, we actually have some time in between now.
Last 5.
Okay, go ahead.
Tanker.
All right, tanker. Right.
G was actually marginally impressed by that Leprechaun game. He gave it a C for effort.
Okay. So this is another block pushy game. It's a block pushy
Epic
puzzle game.
music.
Huh?
One of his promotions is epic music.
Okay, if you say so. How many levels did it say it had?
I didn't catch that.
Hang on. A little earlier. 30 levels.
30 levels, okay.
You know, I can actually see this being interesting. It's kind of scary.
Like, it's not bad for a puzzle game, but it's just that it's lacking substance, really.
Well, I don't actually see a see. Here's the thing: I don't actually see a problem with a game of this nature. And this is certainly far better presentation than the last one we got.
It's far better presentation, but that still doesn't exactly make it good presentation.
Yeah, it's
That's
not.
true.
There's no dishonesty going on here. It looks like it does actually look like he tried. He may have done it in Game Maker, but it at least looks like he made an attempt.
I'm probably going to agree with most of the Steam comments here. It looks boring as hell.
Well, I'm going to vote it up because I think it deserves to exist.
I'll stick ask me again later.
All right.
Ask me again later on me.
Is there no demo available?
There might be one. Nope, doesn't look like.
No, it doesn't seem so.
All right, moving on.
Although some devs actually do have demos up on itch.io or GameJob, but they don't want to show that just so they want to be quote-unquote Steam quality. Oh, I'm going to report this for having 2 screenshots.
Let's have a look. Strolling in the Hood. There's only 2 screenshots.
Can you just say that title again? Can you please say that title again?
Strolling in the Hood. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
Collect cool points to head up to Mojack's house? What is this shit?
It's just shit being thrown at you. Like, I don't even know what's going on half the time. And then the trailer just goes on for repeat. Also, question, why is the N capitalized in the word in instead of the I?
Some sort of weird.
Actually, logically, none of them would be capitalized.
Oh. You don't know how to be cool now.
Answer, no. Admittedly,
How the hell
the art style here looks like they actually went to some work. The rest of it looks like garbage.
Yeah,
I'm
and
amazed
they are
that Dragon actually liked this.
police like Popo. Yeah, no.
Dragon actually liking the game is probably the biggest surprise to me because Dragon is probably one of the biggest critics on Greenlight.
All right, let's have the next game, please.
Okay.
Well, the next entry, anyway. Vital signs ED. Okay. Oh.
Looking at the screenshots, it looks okay. But I'll wait and see what the trailer has.
Well, let's have a look at this trailer because I think this is
And ED stands for Emergency Department.
right.
Okay. Oh, so you play as a doctor, you employ some staff.
Okay, so it's the hospital
You
simulator.
look through their contracts and you apply which is best for the job. Art looks pretty okay. Nothing great, but okay.
Like you might be expecting a little much, but okay. It's really
Like the
just
main issue
it's a
that I have is
hospital simulator.
most of the sprites and most of the backgrounds look just slightly half done, but for half done, it looks pretty okay. All I'm going to say is the trailer isn't exactly anything action-packed or anything like that.
Well, it's not. And I didn't expect it to be. It's a sim.
Well, I was expecting a sim to show me something.
You know, it's actually showing you quite a bit of what it actually is.
It is, but it's just simply going through different menus and showing different things. It isn't showing the whole overview of what you do in the game.
Okay.
That's my main issue.
Can you handle the emergency department? I've been in ERs I've worked ERs in my day, and yeah, shit goes wrong quite a lot. Without the flying scalpels, it's like boring. Okay. All right. For what it's supposed to be, it's not in. It's not horrible. So I think we're probably okay with this one. Let's have the next one.
I'm going to put Ask Me Again later on, but I'm going to follow it. If they get a better trailer up and show me an actual better overview, I might throw it up.
Okay. Well, that's at least something.
Yeah, I'm not completely bashing the game. It's just that I'm not really being shown much.
All right. Let's have a look at 612. Zaren's Folly. Oh.
Looks like Sonic.
Yeah, it does. It looks very much like Sonic. Or at least like what Sonic used to be.
Genesis Sonic.
Yeah. Old proper...
Not like crappy Wii U Sonic Boom.
We don't talk about that.
I do.
We don't talk about recent Sonic games.
I do.
Unless it's Sonic Mania.
You are being mellow.
I never got around to playing that.
Sonic the Hedgehog 4. I don't know. We've got 3 trailers. Let's have a look at trailer 3. Vital Dungeon in development.
The second one's just a boss fight.
Yeah.
And the third one is a gameplay video.
Yep, that's what I'm
Which
looking
might
at
be
right
actually
now.
the most helpful.
I don't know. This gameplay video doesn't look too bad, actually. Although I will note that it has more moves than Sonic does, actually. At least a couple. At least any recent Sonic.
I actually really like this.
I do too.
Like its art style is pretty good. The gameplay has enough variation to not really get too boring for a platformer. I can't really imagine this getting too repetitive.
It
There always
could.
seems to be plenty of challenge ahead of you.
Yeah, and you actually have a life bar this time. So it's not designed to. It's not one of those like a guy game that's designed to be impossible. You can't actually do the thing.
It's designed to be challenging, but not too challenging enough for the player to get stuck.
Right. Or the player to get pissed off and just decide not to even touch it.
Like, I think it's an even amount of difficulty being made for it to be possible, as well as offering some fun and enjoyment along with the complexity.
Mm-hmm.
I've upvoted it.
Yeah,
I
I think I'm
upvoted,
going to.
favorited, and followed it.
I downvoted it because of one tiny detail.
What's that?
I will refrain from saying.
Well,
It's a social justice warrior thing that there is in the game.
I haven't looked at the description yet, so.
Do you want me to read it while you showcase the gameplay trailer?
Well, yeah. Let's go ahead. We can get it.
Are we going through with what I've said, or are you just reading it?
Go ahead and read it.
Right. Zeron's Folly is an action-adventure platformer that follows the adventures of Lorne, a big black man with 2 rusty axes. Along the way, he'll slay enemies with friends and come to terms with his mysterious origins. 4 playable characters switch party members instantly at the push of a button, almost anywhere. Party members include Lorne, the hero of the story. Lorne's quick on his feet and even quicker with his deadly metal choppers. Lydia, an adorable little rat girl capable of throwing precious little mana bombs that leave also cute big chunks of flesh missing. Lisa, un big more with 1 big sticker. Lisa's spear has far reach, turning enemies to char siu with ease. And Abby, a devious little rogue, able to fly through the shadows and dance through the air. A bunch of dungeons with lots of bosses or something. From the depths of the Tomb of Kings in the other depths of Ashhole. Lorne's world is crawling with lots of monsters to do things to do and treasures to do things with. Rings, outfits, talents, and more. Enemies drop cash when they die. Of course they do. There's plenty of stuff to buy from the merchants, from passive effect rings to alternate costumes to character-specific talents and more. All that stuff is just icing on the cake, though. Delicious icing. Other stuff include full controller support with Rumble when available, Steam achievements, and other stuff. End of description.
I see where Kitty's going with that. I'm not necessarily going to beat the game up for that.
Can you message me where this is? Because I
it was actually in the first couple sentences.
Zeron's Folly is an action-adventure platform that follows the adventure alone. A big black man with 2 rusty axes along the way.
There was actually what it comes down to is that somebody's virtue signaling. There was no need to make the statement that they did there or at the front end.
There is a statement being made there. It's virtue signaling. It's an SJW thing, and I'm not okay with that.
Well,
there was.
We're probably going to have to talk about that after the stream because I'm still missing it, I think.
I'll let you know. All right.
Okay, I'm just going to... We're down to the last one.
We're down to the last one, eh? Okay.
Keep it safe, too.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know about that there, Reaper.
Is that by any chance Birdiev's latest game?
Oh.
Beshev Games. Prepare your truck.
Oh, it's the same guy that made the shooting hoops basketball game thing.
Oh, lovely. Supposed to keep the cargo safe, and it's just gonna go right.
I love the fucking overdramatic trailer.
Okay, now I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say no. This is a craptastic physics simulator for an impossible situation. I just no.
I'm voting no on it, but I'm going on YouTube and liking that trailer.
You have fun with that because this is not only is it mobile bullshit, but it's using physics in a way physics isn't intended to work.
And he ended the trailer as if it was a movie trailer.
Yes, with his name all over it.
Production designer Kaloyan Beshev. Director of photography Kaloyan Beshev. Casting by Kaloyan Beshev. Music by
What
iTunes.
casting? What casting? He's a stick figure behind the wheel.
Where's the costume design?
Yeah,
Who's the executive producer?
Where's the costume? Somebody tell me.
Since when was he a director? I thought he was a developer.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm a director. I'm a critic. I'm a lot of things. I'm just not actually, yeah.
Like, imagine if every single stream that you do ended with this. Edited by Lord Crockerscroll, production designer Lord Crockerscroll, director of photography Lord Crockerscroll, casting choices Lord Crockerscroll, music by game developers.
You know, the sad part is that would actually be somewhat accurate.
Yeah, and only the memes by Kitty.
Memes by Lovely Kitty.
Assistant producer, Lovely Kitty. Intern, no one line one.
Okay, guys. So now that we've had our dose of crazy shit for the day. Just wow, guys. Oh. Somebody was actually. I think some of these here were actually intended to break my head. I swear. Some of you people are just cruel. However, here we go. This is a thing that my other half sent in just a little while ago. House horror game changed into a desert FPS shooter. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got. Let's see if there's anything left in my. Let's see if there's anything left in my personal queue here. Timen runner, leaving Lindo. No. Up. Here we go. One more for you guys.
Be sure to link it to us.
As soon as I figure out what the hell went on here. Here we go. Here is the URL for this. All right. This is Undungeon. This is their Kickstarter game. This is their Kickstarter trailer. All right. Since childhood, we've been told the universe is endless. We have not actually been told that. Many billions of worlds is possible to reach any of them. Well, okay, fine. There are probably some that are billions of light years away. Well.
The voice actor's so quiet.
And what if this membrane is not impenetrable? Well, that's actually brain theory. BRANE. 7 worlds which you separated for ages but suddenly melted into one. Okay.
Its Kickstarter's doing well.
Well, that's at least something.
85% funded. It's got 42,000 euros and it's still got 22 days left.
What percentage funding? 85, you said?
85%. That's pretty damned impressive for a Kickstarter. It's got a 50,000 euro goal. And I can't find whereabouts it says how long the Kickstarter's been up for.
I don't know how long they've got left to go, so
They've got 22 days left.
yeah, it's probably been up for about a month. If I had to guess.
On average, Kickstarter games are up for a month and then they're
30
closed.
to
But
60
there's no
days
way
is
that
the
it could have.
par.
There's no way it could have raised 40 grand in just like a week.
I've seen games do worse. I've seen games do a lot more. Buddy Number 9, for example, in just the first few days, raised like $2 million. So we all know how that ended. Mm. Modular nonlinear storyline. Well, okay, if that's a feature for you, I suppose that's at least something.
I'm not sure why, but I'm sort of seeing a 2D Dark Souls vibe to this.
Yeah, it seems. Seventh Saga is the one that comes to my mind, the SNES game from a long time ago, which was also seven people out find shit, although they were in direct competition. I don't know if these guys are cooperating or what, but
Dev's also got a Twitter page where anyone can direct message him.
okay, which is good.
So that means he's open to public comment.
All right. It seems like he's put a lot of work into this, and I'm impressed on that level.
I'm impressed overall with it.
Well, I'm at least very amused. So that's a thing.
I think I found out how he actually was able to get the funding for this. Apparently, IndieDB has been promoting this thing like hell.
That music's not bad either, honestly.
Music's pretty good.
I'm not sure where it came from, so I'm not going to listen to too much of it, but
I'm impressed. I'm gonna upvote it.
I've already upvoted it.
yeah, I think I will too, actually.
I'll probably favourite and follow it as well.
Yeah, it's less than it's just a few days old. Action RPG pixel art game with a rich background, immersive story, and 7 unique characters. Sure. I don't actually take issue with that. I'll vote it up. Hyperlight Drifter, I'm not sure about that one either. It's one I've been looking to get my hands on eventually, but it's not something that I'm going to go out of my way to get. If that makes any damn sense. Okay. And their science isn't horrid. It's at least theoretically possible.
It's within the bounds of sci-fi.
Yeah. A reasonable sci-fi based on something that looks like something that would actually fit into the at least the mid-range of the most scale. So the most scale of sci-fi hardness. So yeah, that's actually that's a really good place to wrap this up. The Automod? Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about Reaper's Reddit post.
Well, what was the Reddit post about?
He posted about a developer putting up a completely different game on the store compared to what was Greenlight, and for some reason, Reddit auto mod called Gladys removed it.
We'll have to look into that later.
Right.
Because I guarantee I'm not going to auto-mod that out. Haha. All right. Okay. Oh, that's right. There was two more there are two more objects that were working on that were coming up that came up out of Greenlight a few days back. That I wanted
Please
to
inform.
They've already been greenlit rather quickly, but I thought I might clue you guys in on these. The fan discs are being translated, and they have actually not only pushed them onto Greenlight, but they have also been greenlit. This actually came to my attention just recently, believe it or not. There are collections of side stories from Muv-Luv, and compiled from various titles that were originally released only for the PlayStation 3. So, yeah, no kidding there, Jiva. I did about the same thing. All right. So just to let you know about these things, these things are coming, and it's a question of exactly when they're going to release them for us. Okay. All right. So,
In my opinion, the later the better.
oh, it's not that they're not actually going to be that bad, Mello. Most of them were
The thing is,
released.
I just find most projects made by that specific developer, along with Sakai Project, just to be pretty repetitive and mostly the same.
What, Muv-Luv?
Yeah, Muv-Luv.
Love, it's the best of the best in visual novels. You hidden.
All right.
I was going to make a comment about his fan base, but never mind.
You are melodramatic.
Apparently, it's gotten to the stage where we have to throw puns at each other.
Actually, I'm the one that gave her the fun. We were having that conversation a few days ago.
Oh, you were talking about me. You were talking about making puns about Mello. Great.
Yeah,
I'm
of
glad to see I'm
course.
Well, actually, what it was that I'd seen somebody else put in MELO dash dramatic, and I'm going, Mellow? Yeah, okay, I'm good with that.
It was me. You.
This is what happens when you laugh at your own pun.
Okay, so I thought I might give you guys a heads up. That is the thing that is coming, and Mello's gonna pick on me now. All right. All right. And that. Let's see. Oh, House of Nightmares. The House of Nightmares. Okay.
We covered that, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And apparently whatever went on is actually being apparently the game that was released is different from the one that actually came up.
Apparently, it's been replaced with a game called Desert Storm.
Ooh.
Which the title itself is pretty clear that it's different. You go from a house of nightmares to a desert.
Go nuts! It's Squirrel Appreciation Day. Everybody go forth now and appreciate your local squirrel. Or at least, or maybe even the YouTube, even the one, or maybe even the one you guys watch on YouTube. It'll be great.
About himself, in case anyone didn't figure it
My
out.
voting queue has a thing called Poltergeist on it. I'm impressed. I'm not sure I want to know what that is.
I don't wanna.
Well, if it's in my voting queue, chances are it's been there. It's not been up very long.
Just a quick comment. I'm looking at Desert Storm's store page, and its early access banner is laughable.
Right. Action horror. It was actually put up just yesterday morning.
Why early access? This game has a few bugs and flaws. We want to fix them as quickly as possible, but we need the community's support for just a few bugs that they've discovered themselves.
Wow, let's talk about speeded up trailer footage. Okay, we gotta do this. We gotta do this one. Hang on. Let me get Steam back. Just for a minute. Because this is freaking hilarious.
I'm just marveling at the store page.
Copy page URL. Here we go. All right.
Its store page is literally just laughable.
All
Probably
right.
better than the Greenlight page.
Okay, guys, check this one out. Poltergeist, it's called. I'll even put the sound on for this. Note how it's all nice and dark. and one of the tail lights is out. It's that creepy wannabe spooky thing. Check it out. We're having a whole bunch of fun here, watching this trailer that tells us effectively nothing, except at 5 times speed. With blinkies. If you're trying to scare us, you're failing badly.
What happens if you go onto YouTube settings? What happens if you go onto YouTube settings and then just decrease the speed of the trailer?
Probably nothing.
Maybe then you can get it running at a normal rate.
I'm actually hearing the music. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing here. There's really nothing here. You're a burglar and you often rob houses at night when the owners are out. Well, that explains a lot. Usually, okay. No eyewitness or things could stop you. Today you're going to rob a house not far from a little town in Kansas. It belongs to a family who's moved in quite recently. You've been to the house before, so you know there's lots of valuable stuff here, and you have a list of what is to be stolen. You have to get to other people's territory, and then find and put into your van every item from your list. However, it's not going to be that easy because, as some rumors say, there have been some sorts of paranormal activities observed in the house. People were saying they're saying something about poltergeist, but you don't believe in all that stuff. The only thing you want to do is rob that house as soon as possible. Right. So you're wandering around an empty
I'm
house.
pretty sure there's a game. I'm pretty sure there's a game already like this on Steam, but I can't remember the name.
I'm pretty sure there have been about 100 games like this on Steam and in various other places. PT was a lot like that. And if you're trying to be PT, then you're doing it wrong. So I'm going to click on no thanks, not interested. It is a standard, I'm going to spook the shit out of you, go look for these things. And it's probably just going to be jump scares with instant deaths. So, no thank you. Alright, so I think that's going to about do it for us. I'm going to stop poking my nose in places and making things harder for everybody.
I actually found something in my queue that has been greenlit, but it's actually worth showing because it has very good attention to detail, and it looks interesting. I will send him here to Mellow. It's being greenlit, but it sounds interesting for those who like this kind of game.
All right, we can have a look.
Okay. I'll
Last
send it over
one,
to
though,
Croc
guys,
and
really.
Sanji.
Huh?
Last one, guys, really.
Last one.
All right, this is Vestige of the Past. And this is me turning down the Unreal logo.
It looks really beautiful and interesting.
Findway Studios? I have no idea who they are. Jet Dog
I
Studios.
think I've heard.
They are from the Czech Republic. Czechoslovakia.
I've heard of one of the developers' names. I think I've heard Jet Dog's name somewhere across Greenlight.
Findway, Jerka, Jet Dogs. Okay. Okay, what kind of music? Okay. Nice fox.
It looks pretty, I'll give it that,
I
but
will look. And this is for pre-alpha footage, so I can imagine what the final will look like.
oh, there's a gameplay teaser.
Really?
Even better. I was going to say there was a lack of gameplay.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the gameplay teaser. Contains pre-alpha game footage. Yeah. Okay.
0 out of 10. What does that mean?
What do you mean 0 out of 10?
It says 0 out of 10 in the bottom right corner of the interface.
Probably some sort of inventory thing.
Maybe the weight that you're carrying, because it looks like a backpack.
Okay, this has kind of that abduction quality to it.
Is this a survival game, a real life simulator? I'm not sure if
I
it was a
don't
survival
know.
game. Why is it in the city? Like again,
It's an open world game in which you are exploring an immersive world of alternative presence and trying to survive in an almost familiar but oddly different place. What is behind the contrast between what your eyes are telling you and your gut feeling? Well, you will have more pressing matters to worry about at the beginning. You need to learn how to survive and make decisions that you might not be proud of, or perhaps you will have to take such decisions and won't need to be secretive about. It's all up to you.
I've just checked. We've actually covered this.
Have we?
I remember because I've just checked on the page and I've already got it favorited.
The
And I remember
entire Yeah,
hearing a game having a description really similar to this, but I think it's just been updated.
I don't know. Well, the last update was on January the 12th. Chances are we covered it towards the end of the year, or the beginning of this year.
They use it as a model, the city where they live, and they say that they built the game predominantly using their own assets.
Apparently, this thing got over 11,000 yes votes.
That's what it says. Apparently, there are some people out there that really like this idea. I
really like this idea.
I don't mind it. I'll be very interested to see how it works.
I just wanted to show, I found it really interesting, the concept, and I found the gameplay very beautiful.
Okay.
The only problem I have is since it's already green, I can't cover it on good light.
Yeah, we can't vote anymore, but I think that we have already voted on this.
I wouldn't know if I voted or not because there's no indicators.
I am really looking forward to trying that out. I'm definitely getting it on launch.
All right. Let me know how that goes for you.
Oh, you're not going to get it?
Well, I would like to get it, but at the same time, depending on when they're going to release it, it's going to be a question of exactly whether or not I can afford to do so. All right. So that is it for us today. All right. Oh man. All right. So that's going to about do it for us. I'd like to thank Sanji and Mello and Kite for turning up to help us here. To give me a hand up here. Some interesting, a lot of not interesting, and it got better towards the end. I'm very surprised to say. The number of VR titles. Come on, guys.
Oh God.
2017 will turn out to be the year of the VR.
The year of the VR death.
Well, there's also that lawsuit with Oculus.
Yeah, that's actually a thing. All right, maybe who knows? Maybe we'll actually get to see the Rift go bye bye. Who knows? All right. So, best of luck to Bethesda on that.
Well, ZeniMax.
Well, either way, it doesn't really matter. It's all the same at this point. Okay.
Mainly.
So, from all of us to all of you, have a good day. Keep the entries coming, folks. We did actually wind up not having enough entries to do the Platinum Poo or even the voting for the Platinum Poo. Be aware that is a thing. Right now, the Digital Homicide stream looks like its best location would be, or the best timing for that Digital Homicide destruction scenario is going to be on or about the 11th of February.
What we might want to do is we should probably wait till the Sterling lawsuit's been dropped. Then that may be a better time to do it.
Well, the 11th of February would be the earliest that would happen.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, it is the day that it would happen, depending on.
Well, if James
actually gets a lawyer.
Yeah, well, if James gets a lawyer, then it's going to drag on for a while.
The last thing James needs is for a lawyer to actually look at the case.
Apparently, lawyers have already looked at the case and they say, no, you need to give us a whole shitload of money. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, I want to thank you guys all for coming, because this really wouldn't be any fun without you. But we will catch you guys up here very soon. I'm already working on the lineup for this week's Squirrel Play Live. Since we do not have a review developer, good. And we are going to go ahead and go from there. Of course, there will be the regular videos on Monday, as well as Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. Anyway, so between now and then, I say be safe, be sane,
And let's make games fun again, guys.
and do remember, today is Squirrel Appreciation Day. Appreciate your local squirrels. They do lots of fun things for you. All right, we'll see you later.